and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
This is the greatest show!
And now, here's your host, Clint Arthur.
My next expert guest is one of the most impressive and energetic medical healers that I know. Dr. Gil Mejia, thank you so much for joining me here in studio at 77 WABC Radio in New York City.
It's great to be here. Good day, New York. Growing up in the Philippines, I love to eat rice, bread, pasta. The results, I was almost diabetic. But as you know, there's like 30 million of U.S. are diabetic and 80 million are pre-diabetic. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the 7th leading cause of death. And there's 70 different medications prescribed for diabetes now, especially for type 2. But none of them address the root cause. The root cause is bad foods, usually too much carbohydrates. It didn't start yesterday. It started in the 1970s and 80s when we, the doctors, the nutritionists, the scientists keep saying that fat is bad. So everybody's eating a lot of sugar, a lot of carbohydrates. The results? Epidemic of diabetes. That's the bad news. The good news is that diabetic could be reversed by food. So, being pre-diabetic myself, I learned how to eat. I'm going to share it to you. Number one, you have to avoid a lot of carbohydrates like rice, corn, potato, bread, pasta. But number two, you have to learn how to swap. I love rice, so what do I do now? I eat cauliflower rice. I like my bread, so what do I eat now? I eat a low carb bread, or you could use a lettuce wrap for it. And I love my pasta, but you could do zucchini pasta. The other thing that I would like to suggest is you have to learn how to read nutritional facts, because sugar-free does not mean carbohydrate-free. And also, there's a lot of hidden sugar in the nutrition, in the food, like dextrose, maltodextrose. These are all sugar. Now, to optimize your control of sugar, the other thing that I could recommend, just like me, is do intermittent fasting. I've been eating twice a day for the last 2 years, and my sugar is controlled. So, for diabetics out there, especially type 2, don't accept what you have. There is a choice. There is something you could do. See a doctor that specializes in wellness, especially nutrition.
All right, Dr. Gil, you also work with men regarding ED, don't you?
I do.
You want to talk about that a little?
Sure. ED is the number one sex complaint of male, and it's part of aging, but it's aggravated by a lot of things. If you have a lot of stress, if you travel a lot, if you don't sleep, if you take medications, or if you suffer some chronic illnesses, it could affect the circulation down there, and you're not going to function well. So what can we do now? Number one, really, that I would suggest is change your lifestyle, because if you don't change your lifestyle, your eating is just going to get worse. Number two is that check your testosterone. Testosterone is very important. It's the hormone that makes you become a man. It gives you confidence, and it takes care of your sexual desire. Because if you don't have any testosterone, your sexual desire is going to be low. The number one sex organ of both male and female is not the organ down there. It's your brain. If you don't have any sex drive, that little thing there is not going to work. So, I suggest that all of you, male and female, should check your testosterone, because actually 70% of my patients on testosterone are women. Because, they need sex drive too, because it takes two to tango,
It really does take two to tango. And if you are interested in tangoing more and having a reversal of any ED symptoms or help with your diabetes or prediabetes, you should get in touch with Dr. Gil Mejia. How do they do that, Dr. Gil? What's your website?
Right. You could find me at drgilmejia.com.
Mejia.com. Dr. Gill, Mejia.com. Dr. Gill, thanks so much for joining me here on the greatest show of all time.
Thank you for having me.
Whoa!